DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
Country people, una well done. Una welcome to DGM TV, the Ogbonge TV station when they give una Ogbonge news story as it dey happen and as it dey hot.
DJ ATV.
Obaga Tokbe, he said, greetings to all Edolites in the diaspora and at home. I wish to quickly point out that there is an issue which we seems to be sweeping under the carpet, which we seems to be treating with so easily, but is very, very important to the outcome of the elections to be held in Edo on September 19, 2020. Now, when INEC brought out a list of all candidates to take part in that election, it said that the list was provisional, that anyone who had any issues with any member on that list should, and wants to protest about it, should please write to INEC. Now, on that list was Iyamu. Now, Iyamu's name was forwarded to INEC by the constituted committee, caretaker committee for the National Convention of the APC. Now, according to Section 31 and 153 of the Electoral Act and guidelines for the submission of candidates by INEC, it stated very clearly that only the national secretary and national chairman of a party can submit the names of a candidate. Now, Mai Malambuni, who is the chairman of the caretaker committee, and John Akma Udodere, who is the secretary general of that same committee, they are the ones that forwarded the name of Iyamu to INEC. And this is against the law because INEC says only the national chairman and the national secretary can submit such names. And a committee is not, a chairman of a committee is not the chairman of APC as a party. So that is violating the law. And it is an illegality and it is criminal. Also, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria prohibits Mai Malambuni as the chairman, being the chairman of the caretaker committee, and as is prohibited by the Constitution as being a chairman of the caretaker committee and governor of Yobe State at the same time. He is prohibited from occupying any office, any other executive office whatsoever. And the said prohibition is applicable to any executive office of the APC. He is also prohibited from acting as an officer, as a national officer, while still occupying the position of the governor. So it is very, very clear. And he and the Secretary General, who was suspended in 2017 and expelled from the party, and there is no record where he has been restituted, Mr. Udodere, they are the ones that forwarded the name. That was an illegality in itself. Also, when the appeals court gave a judgment on June 13 against Oshomole, it said that Oshomole was banned as a member and as a chairman of APC, suspended. Now, how come that the APC still put Oshomole's name in a committee when the court says he's not a member and the court has not renounced their judgment? The executive of Ward 10, who suspended Oshomole the first time, says that Oshomole has not come to settle with them. So the judgment still holds. So putting Oshomole as a member of their committee is illegal. Also, Oshomole is going around campaigning doing rallies, that is against the law because he's not a member of the APC, so he cannot parade himself as a member and campaign as a member. Also, the chairman, recognized chairman by NEC and the courts, Mr. Giadom, wrote a letter to INEC telling them that the primaries that were done in Edo State on June 22nd, 2020 was illegal and not recognized by NEC. So, the candidacy of Iyamu is illegal. That is the truth. It's illegal. APC has no candidate as I speak now, according to the laws and rules of Nigeria. Also, if you check sections 183, 222A, and 223 of the 1999 Constitution in Nigeria, you will see there also that INEC has no power to have accepted and included Iyamu's name. This is part of the pressure of rigging. The president himself said it that Edo State must not be lost. And yet, we all follow Buhari's records. We follow Buhari's record since 2003 when he was fighting to become president of Nigeria. He had to fight vehemently against impunity, election rigging, dishonesty, and injustice. So it's quite surprising to me that the same president that suspended Magu for perceived corruption can equally keep quiet when Iyamu, who has a case of 700 million in the court with the EFCC for corrupt charges, can be allowed to run as a governorship candidate. Nigeria. We are living in this country. The Constitution is the supreme law. We should follow due process and follow the law. Iyamu is not a candidate in this election. I'm calling all PDP lawyers, all men of goodwill, all Edolites in the diaspora. Please phone your lawyers, phone home. Let them go to court under a letter of urgency and bring this matter to court. And also, let INEC be copied of their objection against Iyamu being a governorship candidate because it is illegal. I thank you all for listening to me. This is an issue that needs to be addressed and addressed now before the election takes place, before INEC closes the window for nomination of candidates and clearance of candidates. It's an issue that needs to be addressed quickly. So PDP, please take action. Take action now. This is rigging. It's one of the ways they want to rig this election. So please take action. I want to make it categorically clear that I still support, all my support is for Obaseki as governor. I want him to return for a second term. He has done well by us. We do all the propaganda you like. Tell all the lies you like. Obaseki remains my candidate. I support Obaseki. I support Obaseki because I know only he can take us to the next level. He is not perfect, I know. But no one is, no one was, and no one will ever be perfect. Only God is perfect. I love Obaseki. I love him. He needs to continue. So Edo people, rise up, take action. God bless us all. God bless the people of Edo State. God bless all supporters of Governor Godwin Nogegase Obaseki.
DJ ATV.
My name is Ambassador Wesley. Also, to be sincere with you, I'm not really a politician, but seeing the development strike the Godwin Obaseki administration is doing, I decided to let me just assist and support him. To be frank with you, it's a welcome development to we the Benin's and the Edo State at large. I was with the governor in Abuja during the screening exercise. Immediately we arrived there, and some of the staff that were working in that secretariat there, they told us before the screening that the national chairman have told them to screen the executive governor act even before the screening. So he has told them to screen the executive governor act, and also Honorable Matthew Doikere. So, and then we were shocked, and we started to see how we can have our way, but unfortunately we could not. To be frank, and it's a welcome development to Edo State. Governor Obaseki have done very, very well in the aspect of development, aspect of good roads, and bringing investors to the Edo State. We embrace his government. We know that he have a good vision to pilot the affair of the state, so we decided to join him to assist him to achieve his goal. So it's a welcome development. All of us, the Edo Light and Edo State at large, we are also supporting him for this decamping to PDP. The truth is that when God says something, it must come to pass. For me, I have it in my mind or in my spirit that God have already destined this man to be our governor. I think it's a blessing to us, and he have also destined him to contest the second tenure. So for me, I don't think we'll have bloodshed. I have been writing, I have wrote different advice to various media through the youth, to just encourage the youth that this is not worth dying for. We should embrace peace and make sure that no one lost his life or her life. So for me, the little advice I have for them, there's no need for us to be fighting ourselves. We are all indigenous of the state. We should embrace peace, join Governor Obaseki in his development strike in the society, and by the grace of God, we'll have peace. I don't think there is going to be bloodshed, because those guys you are seeing that have been fighting, that have been talking, that have been like condemning the name of our governor, as we speak now, if you notice, for the past 3-4 days, immediately the national chairman were suspended. They have the tension has already been dying down. The terror has come down. A lot of them, because me personally, I have never getting anything from the government. I'm not a politician. I'm not getting anything. Nobody is supporting. Nobody is buzzing me to support him. I'm supporting the governor personally because I need peace in my state. I have a lot of youths that are also working with me. Even since over 3 days now, a lot of you have also come to me to tell me that, Chema, we need to join you. You have been saying this, you have been saying this. There's no more fight. We need to join you to make sure that Obaseki will be delivered. The gospel truth is that, for me, I've been preaching peace. Whether you are a PDP or APC, I've been trying to reach to a lot of people, especially the youth, because I can tell you that by the grace of God, a lot of youth are loyal to me in the society. So I tried everything possible, both financial aspect and wisdom, from the little wisdom I have, and the leadership quality God has also given me, to make sure I convince them and also let them know that we don't need to fight over anything. So God has destined this man to lead us. We all need to embrace him and support him. So by the grace of God, like yesterday, I hold a series of a meeting to different groups, and try and make sure I preach to them that this is God sent and we need to support him. When God says something, it must come to pass. So I'm also trying my best to support him both, even as we speak now. I'm supposed to go to from local government now to share some of my palliative, the third time that I'm doing it. But because of this rain, I think I decided to postpone it to tomorrow. So you will see, but some sequence you will see. Because I'm not someone that normally do something and try to publicize it. But someone told me that you need to do this so that people will also emulate you and support the government. So for me, it's my hobby to give to especially the youth, or to support the good government. So I'm happy and I'm delighted to support Governor Obaseki's government, and I know a lot of people are also ready to also support him. For me, the victory is going to be easy and it's going to be sure, because God has already said it. And soonest you will see some of my palliative effort that will share some things.
It is a new innovation from the People's Democratic Party supporters group No Look, rendering free car wash to motorists in a bid to drum up support for the party's gubernatorial candidate, Governor Obaseki, and his deputy, Comrade Philip Shaibu, ahead of the governorship election. The group also distributed needles, liters of kerosene and petrol to households in the event held at the popular Obavorame Square in Benin City.
We not be God win yo. We not go vote any other person. We not go vote.
At the NNPC mega filling station on Saple Road, motorists took turns to redeem their fuel while pledging their votes for Governor Godwin Obaseki.
Then they watch my motor and they happy because Obaseki nice starter. No governor don't watch motor for poor man before. This is our time. It's going to 4+4 talk back.
I yesterday they share fuel. Now yeah, I depend my fuel. So as I can't jam there, now they give me fuel. I want to say I they promote and they support Obaseki for continuity. And I get my PVC.
At least with this, we all will know that with our PVC, we can vote. And if we all come out with our PVC and vote, then nobody can ring the election. So with your PVC, you can vote Obaseki back to the government house.
Very fantastic. Yana da kyau haka nan. Ina son ga ma Hausawa wanda suke dubbini. Muna murna da abin da Obaseki yake yi. Ba agro, ba wani abu. Kasuwan da suke yi kwanciyar hankali yake. Amma yanzu idan APC suka zo, to yanzu za a kore su a wannan kasa. So mun goye ma Obaseki baya dari bisa dari.
Commenting on the exercise, coordinator of No Look, Mr. Portrait Peterson, said the event aimed at allaying the fears of the electorate concerning electoral violence and to sensitize them on the need to vote wisely.
We dey pass very simple message. Say make Edo people not sit down look. Say Edo State not be Lagos State. Now you must notice say as we dey talk so, they dey wash car for people free of charge. We dey give them kerosene, we dey give them fuel, we dey give them noodles. These things not be say we dey buy votes, but we dey use them encourage them. Say when Obaseki is returning for another 4 years, things go always dey better.
The group says it will continue to unfold more of its plans in canvassing for votes and peaceful election as it takes its campaign to the nooks and crannies of the state as the governorship election draws near. Patience Osaugiwa reporting.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
No, I can't born again.
Why?
Because we Ghanaians, you know, we are facing problem. If I want to born again, I have to ask my wife before I born again. For the last 2 years, we go and do that family planning. So we are planning about our family. So I can't born again.
No, I mean like you are born again. Born again.
I can't born again. Please. I have 5 children. I should born again. Oh.
DJ ATV.